Hi, welcome back. It's Lionel, tech lead and partner at Westborg. And first and foremost, you must be wondering where the heck have I been? Have I been kidnapped by the JavaScript Alliance? Have they gone out to stop me doing PHP? The answer is no. I'll give you a little insight. What basically happened is that a few months ago, my stand broke, okay? It was old Huawei stand, these Chinese things, they broke, and I just could procrastinated getting a new stand. And then when I got the stand and I was about to come up with some things to write about, my phone broke. There was a green line that appeared down there on the S20 Plus. And for about a month or so, I was thinking of changing it, but I couldn't decide. And then after a little while, I wanted something that, would improve the quality of the videos. So that dilly-dallied a little while. I went overseas for a while. And then when I came back, right, I finally got this thing changed. I got a new stand, and then boom, mental block. And this is one of the most important things that I think subconsciously I had, which is what do we do with the channel? And one of the big things is that sometimes I put up a video there and it gets 400-500 hits. And as a creator, to me, I don't make money on YouTube. It's not such a big deal to me, but it does hit the pride, right? That, just so few people look at some of these things. And then on the other side, right, you are thinking, what? I mean, I set out this objective that I stumbled into about pushing PHP as a language. Where do we go from here? Because the war for PHP is going really well. A lot of this has to do with the fall of the tech market at the current point. You've seen this whole blowout here for big tech. They've started to roll back down since the 2020, the COVID has receded. And a lot of companies are shrinking, and they realize that all this tech that they're spending on, all this unnecessary technology, languages and all that just doesn't make any sense. And you don't hear these days about the big push into some of these languages and things like that because they realize that it doesn't make sense. Just being, going serverless, going this, multi-threading, it's all gone away because this is unnecessary. In my mind, definitely unnecessary. And lo and behold, PHP has slowly been tracking up and up. We've got the new versions coming out and all this stuff has been coming out. And we're actually winning the war. We are winning the war. I'm not playing one language against the other. I'm just stating what the benefits are and not to just hate PHP for no apparent reason. And this has been building and building. And therein lies the problem of now what? Because we are not a channel about hating other languages. I'm only making a statement about what my experiences is with PHP and what we can do with PHP. I've shown you with how we did testing and shown you how it can be done, how we have grown the language into something professional. Well, what is that next step? And that in lie was a big problem for me because I could not come up with an idea for you guys, some content that I feel beneficial. A lot of creators, I've been watching them, they either take the tutorial route or they take some sort of crazy cryptocurrency route that they've taken to just generate. And I understand how that feels, where you're trying to create something sensational to get those views. I don't like that. I think that I don't want to be the cat video person or the entertainment person or the guy who tries to get you guys riled up against some sort of war that is fixation. Yes, we do have a little bit of banter between us, but my objective is to give you guys a real insight and an idea of how exactly do it. And if that doesn't get me a lot of hits, then so be it. As what Elon Musk says, offer me money, offer me power, I don't care. And I think that's, to me, what the plan is of the channel, is what the language is, to empower you guys to do a certain to use this in your first step in programming. And so as I was sitting down trying to think of, okay, what are we going to do? What would I want to take this power of my subscribers here who have been watching me. Where do I take it to the next stage? And I have decided what we need to do is show you the real benefit of PHP into a income system. That is what I think is the real benefit of software development. After all, it all started with making life easier. And that's where I learned software development, to begin with everything at the start. Okay? So I was never getting into software development to get a job. I am a math graduate, I am in the science area, and I learned it on the other side because I was interested, but more importantly, it could help me simplify my life. And that was where I learned PHP. That's why I don't have this traditional mindset of a software developer, because I used it to hack and solve my problems, solve data sets, and whatever that was quick and easy, I used to do that. And I find that is what we want to do. But just hacking and slashing on your weekend isn't good enough, right? If you can use this to hack and make money on the side, a side hustle that turns into a money generator. After all, whatever we do, right, has to be grounded in some form of economics. Let's be straight on here. Like, we got bills to pay, housing's not cheap. Somehow you have to turn that into some sort of money machine. And that's what people always talk about. What's a money machine? Something automated, something that does things automated. And that's where programming really comes in. And that's the power of programming. That's why you write software to repeat tasks. I still remember the first time I walked into a software development class. First beginning part, it actually started in the math class. Why do we use functions? So that we don't have to keep repeating the tasks. And that is essentially software development at its finest, at its most pure. And I want that experience to you guys. I want that power to be given to you guys, so you can create something that turns into the money tree. Okay? Now, it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not one of these things that I see, of cryptocurrency and all that. What I think is that it's there to automate some tasks, which you can do, which can make some money. At the end of the day, no matter what you're looking at, a lot of the channels that I look out for, right? When you really break it down, then one of the skill set is to make some money with your skill set. After all, otherwise, instead of spending time on this thing, you have to go and work. So if we can do that, that'll be excellent. And this really lines up very nicely with what I'm trying to do right now. I've been in the industry 10 plus 14 years, right? And I think if I don't use it myself, if I don't what we call eat what I cook, right? I don't have that authority and I don't have the confidence to tell you guys about it. And I think that's one of the big key factors that I want to make this statement in there, because I see so many, 2022, 2023 is the year of the gurus. Everywhere there's a guru, right? But the big question to all these gurus, right, is do you eat what you cook? So you see, the Andrew Tates talking, and they put the cars, but how do you do that? You see some of these crypto traders, you see some of these people pushing a lifestyle, but they make their money actually selling you causes. They make their money elsewhere, or they don't even make money, they're just there, or you see fitness influencers who have a body that you want, but they actually use performance enhancement drugs. So they don't eat what they cook, they don't pitch you, they don't know. So can I be that guy to actually go out there, make it work, and then not teach you, maybe give you some insights is correct way of putting it. Teaching you the exact step, I have this philosophy that it doesn't equate one to one. So, somebody's experience is just completely different from each other. But I can tell you the tools, show you the line right, show you the line right, and also take you along. Number 2, generate an income. And that's one of the best parts about it. And the third one is, of course, explore your creativity and create things. We want to be creating stuff, right? And I see this where PHP shines the brightest. the absolute brightest of what it's created there for is where you want to build MVPs to run your own business, or you want to download code so that you can monetize that into a lead generation website, into a marketplace platform, into some sort of generation thing. There are so many amounts of plugins and stuff that can do that, and there's no other language that does this better than PHP. It's exactly what's built in. Not only that, you can build your MVPs to solve a certain problem first to achieve something with that language. So I think this is the route that I want to take. I want to take the channel towards that. I want to take you along that route, but I want to be the guy trying to explore that and teaching you guys along the way. So please stay tuned to the channel, and that's the online because Tech Lead said so.